Hi guys, we're going to do something a little different today. Miss Freeman has been working on doing some read alouds, and I've been watching some videos on how to effectively do that so that you guys can see the book a little more up close. And so today I am doing a read aloud for you on Bug Safari. This is one of my favorite books that we do in the spring, and it is a great way to learn about a lot of different insects, spiders, different kinds of creatures. And so I have made you a read aloud, meaning that you can see the book up close and follow along a little bit better with me. So I hope you guys enjoy the story. And then after you listen to the story, I have made an optional art project. Don't feel like you have to do it. But you guys can go and make a doodle bug. So this is a really easy one to do, very simple instructions. So if you would like to do that, be sure to check out that doodlebug art assignment that is posted on the classroom. Hope you guys enjoy the story. Hi guys, Miss Freeman here. Today we're going to read a book called Bug Safari, written by Bob Barner. The events described here actually happened to me. The things I learned are recorded to the best of my memory. We can still observe and learn from the great ancestors of the very ants I saw that day so very long ago. Well, last summer. I was lost in a bug-infested jungle one hot summer day. I was all alone looking for a way back to base camp when I saw a long line of marching black ants. Where could they be going? It looked like an ant safari. Was this a way out of the jungle? I decided to follow. In all of my travels, I had never seen anything like the ant safari. Some of the ants carried things to eat, such as leaves, seeds, or bits of other insects. The ant safari was in a hurry to get somewhere. The ants didn't even look up at the big dragonfly that buzzed over our heads. We headed deeper into the dark, unknown jungle. I crawled over rocks and through mud. I had to find out where the ants were going. The safari passed under flowers that were humming with honeybees collecting pollen. I was measuring one of the ants with my ruler when the other ants zoomed past me and a slow-moving dung beetle. I noticed that the ants talked to one another by touching antennae on top of their heads. They all knew where they were going. We were moving quickly. But to where and what? Then I saw them up ahead, red ants. The black ants were fighting them. The tiny red ants were fierce and bit the black ants. The black ants stood their ground and battled for several minutes until the outnumbered red ants finally ran away. One of the black ants took charge. I called it the general. The wounded were treated and the safari continued. I was baking in the sun. I had a drink from my canteen. Just one sip left. The ants became very excited. They had come upon a toad sitting in the middle of their path. Most of the ants ran around it, but a few of them got zapped. Why would they keep going with all of this danger? Where could they be going? Then I saw it, a giant green mantis in the bush above the ants. One of the ants was plucked up and eaten, but all of the others marched ahead. They passed under sticky spiderwebs, spotted beetles, and noisy crickets that made a chirping noise as we passed by. I picked my way through the jungle. I had scraped my knees and cut my finger and needed medical attention. I bravely pressed onward, hoping I would one day see another human being. All of a sudden, a hairy black spider pounced in front of the ants. The general led the safari around the giant, but I feared the worst. I hid my eyes and ducked for cover. Then, with a swooshing sound, the spider was gone. I looked up to see its 8 legs wiggling in the beak of a robin. We were all safe for the moment. The general marched on. I was out of water, famished, and covered with bites. Then I heard a faint sound in the distance. I was perfectly still in the brush, so I could listen very carefully. A lone mosquito buzzed past my ear. Finally, I heard the call. A human voice. Base camp! Lunch was ready. To my surprise, I discovered where the ants were going. I love a good safari, and so do the ants. Bugs in the book. Most of the creatures in this book are insects. An insect has 3 body parts: a head, an abdomen, and a thorax. These 3 parts are easy to see in an ant, but harder to see in insects such as ladybugs or walking sticks. All insects have 6 legs. I hope you guys enjoyed the story.